Welcome back. My name is Dak. Today we're going to be learning some more chess. So come learn chess with me. Today we're on the chess again. We're going to be learning about the fork. Use the fork, Luke. A reference to Star Wars. Excellent. Alright, the fork. Get in a winning position in 2 moves. So let's see. A fork is a tactic whereby a single piece makes 2 or more different attacks simultaneously. Most commonly, 2 pieces are threatened, which is also sometimes called a double attack. The attacking piece is called the forking piece. The pieces attacked are said to be forked. Alright, so here we go. I'm white. I've got a king, a pawn, and a knight. Now the pawn is importantly going to be protecting me from this queen coming down. But regardless, this knight, he can jump up to all these different squares. He goes here, he's going to be attacking both the king and the queen. There's your fork. So in order the king moves, allows you to take the queen. Great. Alright. Getting winning position in 2 moves. This is Spassky in 1966. 2 moves. Okay, so again, what are we looking at? We got king, queen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pawns, 2 knights. Alright, 2 moves. Getting a winning position, 2 moves. So I'm going to start by looking at this knight. I've got positions here, here, here. I go there. Not really looking at much. I got protection here. I could take there. Could take there. Alright, so, and then obviously we got the knight that comes all the way through here, all the way this way. If we could, let's see. So where, if you're looking at this, where would you want to go next? None of these pawns. I mean, I guess you could push a pawn up here, push a pawn here. This would attack both the knight. It wants us to get there in 2 moves. So if we were to move our knight here, the take or take? Probably not. Neither one's a really good choice. They might come down here and just check, or just take. So let's see. If we were to take here, what would happen? The king would take, and then in a position, would we be in a position to fork? Let's see, let's get a hint. Alright, so, okay, so the hint is to move the queen. Move the queen. So if we're going to move the queen, we can move here, here. Let's try there. No, not the right move. Let's see. Oh, I see it now. So if we sacrifice the queen, which is asking a lot, but you come in here all the way in, you check the queen, check the king will then take it, and then you can, with this knight, take the rook, putting a check and the queen, and so you gain material and advantage. So let's see, right there, knight is going to then take this rook, boom, putting a check, can take the queen. Alright, getting a winning position in 2 moves. So this is much simpler than before. This looks like it's asking for a pawn fork. So we have 3 different pawns, so they can move here, here, and here. These 2 really not going to do it. However, this one is going to put pressure on both the knight and the bishop. Right there. And so, yeah, we have a choice. We could either take the knight with our rook, or we can take the bishop. Now, my first instinct is to take it with the rook, take the knight with the rook, because you're still protecting the pawn. Let's see if they want us to do that. Yep. Alright, equalize in 2 moves. Alright, so we're in a black position. We moved our knight up here, and we moved a pawn up to e5. Equalize in 2 moves. So are we down material? I guess we're down a knight. and so wants us to create a fork with a pawn. So again, where do you see where a pawn could move that could take on two pieces? There's two pieces right next to each other. You come right here. This is protected by the queen, so they move the bishop out of the way. That's why the bishop didn't take it. So then you come with your pawn, take it. Alright, this is a rook fork, getting winning position 2 moves. Alright, so very simplified game. You got your king and a rook, king and a bishop. They are on the same row right here, so you're going to move your bishop up here, puts check on the king. King has to move. The bishop didn't have a chance to get out of the way, so instead you're going to take it. Getting winning position in 2 moves. Alright, now it's a bishop fork. You have a rook down here and a king right here, moving a bishop. Bishop can go in these directions all the way up here. Now you'll see that the king and the rook are right here on the same diagonal. So we go there, put a check on the king. The rook cannot move because the king had to, and so we can take the rook. Alright, getting and winning a position in 2 moves. Alright, so a queen fork. Now, queen can go lots of places. Remember, lots and lots of different directions. All the way, lots of different ways. Now, you might be tempted, look, I'm going to take this knight right here. However, it's being protected by this knight, and 3 points for knight in this situation, not worth it. However, what stands out to me is this square right here. It's not being guarded, it's not being protected anywhere, but it's on the same file right here. So you can check the king while at the same time putting pressure on the rook. And there's no way that the king can get out of the way to protect it. So let's do that. Let's move here, check. And again, these knights protecting each other, but instead this rook is available for taking. Alright, getting winning position 3 moves. A fork is often called a double attack because it usually attacks 2 targets. A fork can of course attack more than 2 targets, and the targets don't have to be pieces. Direct mating threats or even an implied threat can also be excellent targets for a fork. In this position you can fork an undefended piece and a second implied threat. Alright, so it's already giving me the arrows. So right here we have, we are white, and we have a king, rook, 2, 3, 4, 7 pawns, and a knight. Now, this knight can go here, 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 and here. Looking at all these different positions. So the one they obviously want me to go to is one with the blue squares. When I do it, it's going to be putting pressure here on the rook. Now you move the rook out of the way, and then what the second arrow said is you come here, and there's your second fork right there. Fork on the king, take. And you've lost a 3-point knight and got a 5-point bishop for it. Alright, let's see, getting away. In this position you can fork an undefended piece and a direct mate threat. And this is from a 2001 game. Alright. You can fork. Alright, let's take a look at this. We got a king, 2 rooks, a knight, a bishop, a queen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pawns. Alright, their king is here. And they've got a bishop, a rook, a second rook, a knight, and a queen here. And they want us to fork an undefended piece and a direct mate threat. Alright, so let's start with the most powerful. Looking at the queen. The queen, what directions? The queen could go here, 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 all along this way, all along this way. Anything standing out immediately? Don't see it. Rook can go this way, rook goes here, bishop goes this direction, whoops. Bishop goes this direction, knight can go there, knight can go there. So, 2 moves. I see if we were to move the bishop here, and then the pawn takes, we would then move this knight to take the pawn, And we are putting pressure on the rook and threatening a direct mate. I think that's what they're looking for. Let's try that. Nope, they didn't like it. Let's try it. Alright, let's get a hit. Yeah, they do want us to move the knight. So let's try moving the knight here. Oh, they liked that. Okay. So now we have pressure here, but more importantly, looking for the mate. You don't have a mate necessarily, because if you put your queen there, this queen is now moved into that file and can take it. So I'm guessing we should take the queen. Alright, fork challenge number 1. Alright, get a winning position, 3 moves. Alright, we're black. We got a king, queen, knight, 1, 2, 3, 4 pawns. Okay, 3 moves to get a winning position. So what are our options? We can go this direction, this direction, this direction, here, here, go there, 1, 2. So looking at it, if you can sacrifice your queen, bishop would gladly take it, and you go here. Problem is that the king's not in position. If the king were here, that'd be great, because then you'd be forking. Let's see. Can move a pawn here and a pawn there. Those do anything. Not immediately apparent. You can move up here to protect the pawn. Let's get a hint. Alright. They want us to move the queen, so the queen is the move. So we're going to want to end up forking. So we move the queen, let's say, here, here. Where would we move this queen that ends with a fork? Yeah, and you move up, you sacrifice, bishop takes there. You can just move the queen down and you're not really putting pressure on it. Let's see, if you take here, pawn takes, or queen come, pawn takes. Then where would you go? There, there. I don't see it. 3 moves though. Oh, okay, now I see it. Alright, took me a minute. It is going to involve a queen sacrifice, but we are going to gain the upper hand. What's going to happen is queen's going to come all the way here to this square, putting a check on the king. King then has to take, doesn't really have any other choice, because it can't move here, here, or here. So king's going to take. The knight then is going to take the bishop, forking the king and the queen. And then we're going to end up, the king will move again, and then we'll take the queen. So we'll sacrifice a queen, but we'll get a queen and a bishop in return. Ooh, getting a winning position in 4 moves. Magnus Carlsen, the world champion, the one that everybody loves. Getting a winning position in 4 moves with a fork. Okay. 4 moves. So first thought for a fork, come here. This will create a pinned piece on the knight. The knight cannot move, but then you are sacrificing your rook. I don't think that's what they intend for us to do. Can move the king over to protect the rook. Leaves this guy free to do stuff. Alright. If we go straight for a check though, if we go straight for a check, what will the king do? So can't really block. comes up one way or the other, I mean, I would say then the rook is open for the taking. Let's try that, see if they like that. Oh wait, here I am, I'm trying to do black, and yet I keep trying to move because I'm white. Alright, so let's rethink this. Sorry about that, I'm white on this side. Alright, first move I think of is a check right here. If you come there, the king then has to move here or here. Yeah, let's try that. Nope, not what they wanted. Again, I think the idea is to put pressure on. So if you come here, check, you can go like that. Yeah. And then winning position in 3 moves. Okay, we gotta be careful. A couple of different ways to handle this. We could come in with the rook, then the rook would take, we could take the rook, then the king would take us, and we'd be even. We'd have 1-on-1, and with the king right there to take our pawn, and this pawn ready to run. So I don't know if that's the right way to do it. You got a knight could take, same thing, rook takes, there, not good. So I don't know if it's either one of these moves. If we move this pawn up, right here, what happens? Bishop takes, rook takes rook, king takes rook, and put check there. Move the king up to protect. I think it's the pawn. Nope. Okay. So moving the knight up here, moves over. Okay, so I think the pressure, oh, we need to move the rook up. The rook will put pressure on the king. Yeah, there it is. All right. Now this knight is protected by that. What do we do from here? Do we bring the rook over to put on check here? Do we move? Do we take? What would you do in this position? You don't want to move there because then the bishop will just take it. Oh, here's a fork. You move the knight here, puts a check. Oh, still they didn't like that one. Why? Because I opened up my rook. That was poorly done. Okay, knight goes to check, moves over, rook goes up. Comes down, knight comes down there. What's the last piece? Well, because king is now blocking. I feel like they did a different move. You go there, put a check. Got it. Alright, winning position in 4 moves. Again, we're looking for a fork. Alright, we are black. My first thought is to put the queen here to put check. Let's see. Other options, we got a knight that could go there, protecting. We could come here, put a check on. This would either force the bishop, the pawn, the rook, or the queen to come. We could take. That's protected. This is my first move. Nope, didn't like that. liked that. Now let's see. You've now sacrificed a pawn. Take there? Nope. Still not it. So from here, the rook's going to come down. No. So come there, rook comes, takes it. Let's do a check there. Okay. I could find a fork here, but the rook will take it, but then the queen can defend. Now let's try that. Nope, not what they liked. If you're wondering why this pawn isn't taking this knight, it's because the queen is putting pressure this way. The pawn can't take it. Let's use this other knight to come here. Check. First, let's do the fork there to get the queen. Yeah, there it is. 1, 2, 3, 4 left. Alright, getting in position, 3 moves. This is hard. There's a lot of moves. Alright, we are white. We're down. They have a rook advantage to us. I always like to put pressure on the king, so let's see. Is there a way? So if we come here to take the pawn, that puts pressure there. Where will the king go? Cannot go any of these places. So we'll go one of these 2 spots. The king will move there, the king will move there. And if the queen is here, we can come down here, put pressure. Let's see what that goes. Nope, didn't like that. Taking a pawn is one course. I could come all the way here, take this pawn, but the king would take it. This one's protected. Let's try that. There we go. Oh, here it is. And now that the king's moved out of the way, we take the pawn, putting pressure on him, and get our fork to take this rook. Getting a winning position in 3 moves. Okay. We are black this time. We got a queen, king, rook, bishop. Trying to make a fork. They got, we're just 1 under. They've got 1 more pawn than us, but otherwise similar structure. Right now they got a dark squared bishop to our light squared bishop. We could attack here, we could attack there, this direction. Those are our main pieces. This square is not good, because if we were to move into it, bishop would take, we would take, they take, and we're just losing at that point. This position here would offer a queen take, doesn't really get us anywhere. can make multiple mate threats with one move. I wonder where is that? Come up here. No, queen e6. So they want us to go queen to e6. Huh. Alright, let's see what it looks like. Huh. So I moved the queen over here. The rook could have taken it, but instead, I think they were worried about a back row checkmate. Because if you come here, this is taken. I don't know why couldn't the king just move there. Probably because if the king moves there and the rook is here, then the rook would just come here, and that would be checkmate. It would be protected by the bishop. I see. Oh, clever. Clever, clever, clever. So my queen takes the rook, however this is blocked here. You could go queen takes this position. What would happen next? Oh, they did like that. Alright, their queen came down and took here. I mean, we could always take there because it's no longer being protected, but then we're leaving our rook hanging. We got pressure here, pressure here. We come up here, and this moves out of the way. Here, come here. Well, I guess our rook is not hanging because it's being protected by the queen. So let's take it. Nope. So here, there, oh. Check. Check. And move there. Alright, they want us to move our... Oh, take the queen. What am I thinking? Fork challenge. I bet a bunch of you are yelling at the video, just take the queen. Just take the queen. Alright, let's see. We are in black, 3 moves. Okay, can go here, 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 here. No, didn't like that. Right. Take here. No. Computer thinking. Here. There's the fork. Okay. So you got a bishop and you got a queen. that are both next to each other. I can move a pawn up that's protected. And do I just take the bishop? Oh, okay. They traded a knight for a bishop, but I guess you gained a pawn or so. Getting one position in 3 moves. This is our last one. Last one, okay. We've got a king, bishop, knight, 2 rooks. Going this way. Alright, so if we were to take here, responds by a take. You could take there, and they could either take with the bishop or take with there. Where's the fork? Where's the fork? If you take here, there, get a hint. Alright, it's this side. Go there. What happens? This one takes. Where should we go? Take with the pawn here, put pressure. There it is. Alright. We just finished learning the forks. Alright. Going pretty slow at this. These are harder than I thought they were going to be. You're probably faster. What'd you learn? Share with your thoughts. Alright. We'll see you next time.